Namaskaram. Stories, a reflection of Gita and Vedas. Action is the real crown of wisdom. In the ancient Vedic age, King Prithu, the noble son of Vena, emerged as the first great ruler who made the earth fit for organized human life. The land in those days was uneven and wild. With vision and determination, Prithu leveled the terrain, encouraged agriculture, devised irrigation channels, and established systems of governance and administration. Under his care, society flourished in prosperity and order. When the kingdom had become stable and righteous, the sages advised the king to perform a grand yajna for the welfare of the world. Accepting their counsel, Prithu arranged a magnificent sacrifice. Rishis, celestial beings, assembled in large numbers. Even Indra, the lord of celestial beings, attended the sacred rite. As the ritual progressed and offerings were poured into the holy fire, a subtle disturbance arose. A group of demons intent on destroying the sacrifice entered the venue in disguise. Their plan was cunning. They intended to abduct Indra and thereby throw the entire assembly into chaos. Presiding over the conduct and sanctity of the yajna was the great sage Gritsamada. Sensitive to unseen forces, he perceived an ominous vibration in the atmosphere. Closing his eyes in deep concentration, he discerned the demon's plot. Without alarming the gathering, he quietly entrusted the ritual proceedings to his assistants and whispered to Indra that he would return shortly. Stepping away from the sacrificial arena, Gritsamada employed his yogic power and assumed the exact appearance of Indra. Turning deliberately towards the lurking demons, he walked briskly away from the venue. Mistaking him for their intended captive, the demons eagerly followed, convinced that fortune favored them. What followed was a masterful display of intelligence. The sage led them on a prolonged and exhausting chase. At times he appeared before them, at other times he vanished only to reappear at a distance. The demons grew physically weary and mentally unsettled. All the while, Gritsamada ensured that they remained far from the yajna grounds. When he judged that the sacrifice must be nearing completion, he slowed his pace. The exhausted demons caught up and triumphantly confronted him, only to find before them not Indra but a serene ascetic. "Who are you? Where is Indra?" they demanded. With calm composure, the sage replied, "I am but a forest dweller, a seeker of truth. As for Indra, he must be engaged in King Prithu's yajna. If you wish, I shall take you to him." As they walked back, Gritsamada began to extol Indra's valor. He narrated in vivid terms the might of the thunderbolt, the victories over formidable foes, and the invincible power of the king of the gods. His words, charged with conviction, slowly shattered the confidence of the demons. Already fatigued from the chase, they now became inwardly demoralized. By the time they reached the yajna arena, the sacred rite was drawing to its conclusion. Indra immediately understood the situation. With swift resolve, he released his thunderbolt. The weakened and disheartened demons were quickly defeated. The sacrifice concluded without blemish, and righteousness prevailed. Later, the sage explained how he had protected the yajna not by force alone but by intelligence, timing, and strategic thinking. His learning did not remain confined to recitation or contemplation. It manifested in wise and effective action. Thus was demonstrated the eternal truth.
शास्त्राण्यधीत्यापि भवन्ति मूर्खाः यस्तु क्रियावान् पुरुषः स विद्वान् सुचिन्तितैश्चौषधमाधुराणाम् न नाममात्रेण करोत्यरोगम्.
The meaning is, even one who has studied many scriptures may remain foolish. He alone is truly wise who acts. A well prepared medicine does not cure merely by its name, it heals only when consumed. The story of Kid Prathu's Yajna and sage Gritsamada stands as a timeless reminder. Knowledge adorns the mind, but action crowns wisdom. Narayana, Narayana.